crank the yank.
Kept me locked up in that prison for the last 3 months. You're not supposed to be a grating in front of that hat. Last time I was here, mate, I just fucking forgot. Let's see how any of them are. Anyway, this is your new home.
Oh, health pack. Oh. No, it just recharges. Okay. Kreisau exterior. The Monuments of Truth were commissioned by Adolf Hitler to celebrate, in his own words, the spirit of the people which led this great nation to victory. An annual parade is held each fall, which crosses the bridge that was built between the two statues of the monument. This parade street continues all the way up to the entrance of the Volkshalle.
William.
Yeah?
Hold me, I'm freezing.
Max! Oh, Mr. Max.
Put him down, Max. Gently.
Please, Captain. This is Klaus. He's on our side. Used to be a Nazi, but not anymore.
How is this possible? We're in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in a plain sight.
That's the last place they would look at.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down then, yeah?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry.
The lady.
Glad to have you back, Fergus.
Caroline, you're alive.
Caroline?
Shooting in a bag living. 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a loony bin.
Good to see you, William. So, what can you do?
What are you doing here?
Pleased to see you too, Tekla.
You're supposed to be dead, Fergus Reed. You've been gone for 3 months. This stupid anomaly. People don't come back from Eisenwald. And you, long since off the books. I've heard stories about you. I was told you died in 1946. Misinformation, always. I don't even know who you are. We're variable. Well, none of this has been accounted for. I will have to revise my whole model. Thank you very much.
I am hearing interesting things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things. Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I do typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
Well, Doctor, please assist me in figuring out what these damn Nazis are up to.
So, Caroline's alive, huh? Okay. Okay. During the last decade, the Kreisau Circle has managed to stay hidden inside the Monuments of Truth. In the center of Berlin, it was a bold move by Caroline, the leader of the Circle, but one that seems to have paid off. Inside the monument, the Circle members can reach numerous access routes to their Berlin underground. They've also hooked up surveillance devices to Nazi communication lines to gain valuable classified information. Okay, so there's no Enigma codes here. No letters. There's a gold here somewhere. Got all the concept art. Characters at CC. A record. And a health upgrade. Okay. Okay, so I need to find Project Whisper. Okay. Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabot Strait just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic and the first German troops set foot upon Canadian soil. Now's the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. Royal Air Force down but not out. Liverpool, June 25, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the Battle over Liverpool, though major losses were reported on both sides. The RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than two-thirds of their fighters, but even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king and country, and somebody is buzzing me. I'll be right back. God damn it. Okay, sorry about that. Our brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a chorus shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church, and I'll be damned if I will let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed only with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good, boys.
You can find Klaus on the 2nd floor. He should have the folder for Project.
I'm reading. Triumph in the East. Berlin, April 4th, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the River Volga this morning. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Friedrich Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hardworking and dedicated troops, but also a result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine. It will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. Alright. The Red Surrender. Moscow, December 12, 1946. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the rosy, smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. Liberated. Quotation marks. The last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk, following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital, a campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army, with nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region. It was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Victory in Asia, July 8, 1948. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claimed that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. I wonder if they'll come into play much later in the Wolfenstein games. Extra. Prisoners escape Eisenwald. That was this morning. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. They advised the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help track down these individuals. Moscow in Flames, Stockholm, 1945. The Red Army was forced to retreat last night from Moscow engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. A barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the air parts of the city. As of yet, there had been no word on the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. June 21st, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Gerald Feigenbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they've been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down.
Leave me alone, all right?
Bobby,
I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
Okay. Paris, September 17, 1951. Last light in England. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claiming sources inside London. At the August uprising, which has seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German terrorists unleashed their latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports describe the fight as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of the brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceeded to move from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of freedom fighters. Where was that? Where did I... Yeah, there's nothing here that... Oh, so that's where I got from, okay. Alright, let's look around. I think this is kind of like a...
I heard you were looking for the Project Whisper folder. It's not here, obviously.
Stock room. That's locked. Locked. Let's go downstairs. That's locked, never mind.
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
Make Jaws.
After spending the last 14 years in a vegetative state, BJ comes back to a world ruled by the Nazis. But there's still hope. Hidden away in the center of Berlin is a small resistance group led by BJ's old friend, Caroline Becker. BJ joins the group, hoping that together they can liberate the world from the Nazis. We have a long-ass way to go before we do that. Since they pretty much own the entire world, pretty much. Yeah, that's the objective, so I'm gonna look around here. Hey, Fergus.
Bloody fuck, Blasco, I'm knackered. Haven't seen a real bed in months.
And
Fuck
go get
off for a
sleep.
minute so I can sleep, right? Wake me if, let's say, the sky's about to fall or some such shite. Fuck it, just go away.
Honestly, Fergus reminds me a lot of my friend Shepard, a lot. Oh, it's the Beatles album, or the Kaffer album. One, yeah. Oh my god, are you serious? This is cool. You can probably read this, because I don't want to interrupt this. This is really super cool. Okay, that's enough, but holy crap, that was really fucking cool. I mean, okay, the effort that's actually put into this game and all the little details and everything is wow, that was just so damn cool. And the best part is that I can literally listen back. Yeah, I can play this at any time. This is neat. Okay. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. March 7, 1948, Chongqing. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches at swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke of his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. Yeah, well, a unified China just got its ass kicked by the Nazis, so hey. And besides, you weren't exactly a unified China during the Second World War, since, yeah, I know my history, I think. America surrenders December 24th, 1948. Speaking to the American people in the falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in a press statement following the announcement. I applaud the President for taking such a brave decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show was put on by the invading troops parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sound of German jet fighters passing by overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunden, or armored dogs, hulking over the crowds. Atomic bomb hits America, Paris, December 21st, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago in New York City, largely decimating Manhattan, killing over 200 million people. It is an atomic bomb, said our great leader in a radio broadcast speech to the public. 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created before. But more than a bomb, this is a warning to the American people. So they beat us in making the bomb, huh? Let's look in here. Okay, nothing. America rises from the ashes. The American spirit rises in the shadow of the mushroom-shaped cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Cells of freedom fighters that assembled across the country are taking up arms. Through targeted attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations, the American resistance is making it very difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports claim that German invaders have become so desperate that they are shipping elite anti-rebel units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions of civilians as punishment for attacks performed by the freedom fighters. The liberation of America has begun. January 7, 1949. The honorable German peace troops embarked on a nationwide victory toward this week. The goal of this operation is to liberate the oppressed American people and protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. All remaining American military personnel are advised to stand down and report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labor card assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to the superior cultural standards of the new regime. Yeah, liberate. Editorial: Germany has betrayed us. Rome, October 13, 1949. And so we must face the bare truth. We, the Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that our northern ally would be our country's salvation and collaborate in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Reports from the north are coming in describing German tanks and infantry turning against our soldiers and attacking our own people. Witnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burnt and plundered. We are now just days away from a complete invasion, and our weak government is incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow down to the will of the invaders. Rise and take up arms. Do whatever you can to fight back the tyranny. Rise for freedom. Benevolent liberators guard China's border. Shanghai, October 25th, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flak cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from the Mongolian territories. Elite German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, symbolically marking the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. Okay, it's this one. America loses naval supremacy. Tokyo, August 20th, 1946. The Americans are on their knees. Field Marshal Franz Gustav Byers told the gathered reports during today's press conference. Superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by its loyal Japanese allies, has helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Lake Gulf alone. Editorial: Is the terror threat over? A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long, and then it hits me. For the last 6 months there have been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transports. Has the secret police, once and for all, won the war against terrorism? That's probably going to change now that I'm around. Okay. He's still snoozing. Okay.
This room looks empty. Maybe we could sleep in here. Could use some shut-eye.
Maybe. Will that change? Oh, there's a thing there. Maybe there's another way around.
Must be Max's room. What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder?
Okay.
You need a crowbar or find a way around.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can go to sleep, see what happens. Oh. Thank you, Fergus. Okay. Okay. So, I know where the gold is, so that's good. And the characters I can just skip by talking to people. Alright. I'm gonna head upstairs, see what's up here. Tools. Maybe I can find the crowbar up here.
It seems to be in order.
Yep, it works. Some paint, saws. There we go, crowbar. Oh, nice. I can get free knives here. That's cool. Wait, it only increased by 1? Seriously? And I imagine if I get more of this, I'll probably get up to 5. That sucks. Vent here and... What? Really? Really? Okay, that's kind of a cool... Nightmare? What is this?
Dreaming. Strange dream.
What?
The killing never stops.
Are you serious?
I die.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually happening. Oh my god. It's even got the original music. Okay, first Doom 2, then Rage, and now this? Oh my god. This is totally like, okay, I can do this. Oh yeah, no, there's no, okay. Shit. Can I find, like, the, secret areas and stuff? Maybe? My god. They really went to all the effort for this game. What? Oh, no dogs? No Dobermans? No, secret area is not here. Okay, moving on. I want to actually see if they actually put in secret areas in here, but they probably haven't. Oh my god. I can't believe they did this. This is so fucking cool. Only the regular guards, no SS or anything. Okay, I know for a fact there's this is... Yep. There are secret areas in here. I can't believe this. I'm just... I want to talk about something else, but I'm just so wowed by this. Oh shit. Is there like a map? No, there isn't. Anything? No. I wonder if it has the secret level area. It does. Oh my god. Okay, and one right here. And I wake up. Oh my god. That was so freaking cool. Wow. Okay. Back at finding the file. Oh yeah. Calm down.
I really need you to step aside. Max, bitte. Geht zur Seite. Das ist wichtig.
Max, komm her! Komm an! Alles in Ordnung. Alles wird gut sein. I'm sorry. I should have known you would have taken it.
I think maybe I forgot to talk to him after this. Okay, Caroline in wheelchair. Born and raised before the war in the German save Eisenstadt, where we've been, Caroline Becker was left orphaned when the Nazis killed her father. The incident served to strengthen her hatred against the Nazi oppression, and she emerged as the leader of the premier resistance movement in Germany. The Kreisau Circle sometimes... During the war, she was shot through the spine by notorious Nazi enforcer Hans Kraus. The injury left her body paralyzed from the waist down, but her spirit remains unbroken. I thought she was dead. In fact, everyone kept saying that, she was dead. Okay, there's still that gold here, and...
Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf. Na, schläfst du? Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf.
Maybe there's another way that I'm missing somewhere. Okay, there's a way through there, but it looks like... Maybe there's another way behind that? Maybe? Like over here? Somewhere? Maybe? Maybe upstairs. Or maybe... Let me check upstairs again. Because that is a gold. That is a gold that I definitely need. just for the sake of completion. Alright. No. Maybe downstairs before I give the code book to her. Alright. You're asleep. Maybe there's a way to work my way up and then... Bobby Bram. Bobby Bram used to own a baker shop in southeast London. During the Blitz, the baker shop was hit by a German bomb. But unfortunately, Bobby was out on an errand that day. The next week, Bobby was drafted into the army. He kissed his wife goodbye and was shipped out to the continent. Years later, he would visit her grave in Nazi-occupied London. The only thing that's kept him from falling apart during the dark post-war years has been the work that he's done for the Kreisau Circle. I think that's the guy that told me to fuck off earlier. Toy phone. Oh, I think we might be onto something. This might lead directly to gold. Yes, here it is. Yes, now I got everything. Gold earned. Now I can turn the code book to Caroline. Or wait, what was that? Came through here, and then there was. Wait, can I just hop over the? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright. Not that way. Here you go, Caroline. Okay, next level. Or exit level, sorry.
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. You ready for an assignment? Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's Head for good. They think the war's over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
You've got balls of steel, Bobby Brown.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Okay.
Randy! Wir hören dich! Hanson! Die Papiere bitte. Danke. Sie können passieren. Herr Ritter!
Oh, Hitler.
Oh.
Fucking Nazi twit.
I see the keychain. Quake 3. Rocket launcher.
This big fucking disgrace of a building is the London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it?
Yeah.
Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this.
Okay.
This is where you get off.
Alright.
So long, Blazkowicz. You make this count, alright?
Wait, were you... Jesus!
It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top of the radio tower, approximately 7 blocks from your location. You'll have to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the hangar doors. That way me and the other pilots can get inside.
Okay, he just fucking suicide bombed. Sorry, not bombed. I'm not fucking Gungan. Alright, lots of Enigma codes. I can't speak all of a sudden. Lots of gold, lots of concept art, characters, and a health upgrade. Alright, I am going to leave it off here for now, and I'll resume this later. So I will see you later. And the Star Wars Resistance of Brave People